This is your girl Musima, aka Momo, well known as Momo, by the way. Welcome to our brand new show called Changing Lives with Yakgona. This is where we're going to share a lot of testimonials of people whose lives have been touched by the magic bottle. In studio today, I have one of our guests, namely Ruth Mamabolo. How are you, Ruth?
I'm very good.
Welcome to our beautiful show. It is our first ever show, by the way, guys. So please make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel so that you can see many more testimonials to come. We are also celebrating our 5 years. We've been in the industry now for 5 years, guys. 5 full years. We're looking for forward to yet another 5 years to come. We're going to be discussing quite a few things with Ruth as to how Yakgona changed her life. The company that houses Yakgona is called Agata Lonia Chemicals. It is a woman-owned company. Women out there are doing it for themselves, guys, and we should actually give a round of applause to this amazing woman who has changed so many lives in South Africa. We are not only based in South Africa, but we've got branches in Botswana, distributors in Botswana. We've got distributors in Zambia, Lesotho, and other neighboring countries. So we are actually doing well as a brand. Today, as I said, we are going to be speaking to Ruth, and she will be telling us her story on how Yakgona changed her life.
In Gauteng. It was in midnight.
Yeah.
Just after a prayer, 3 o'clock prayer.
Powerful.
I was broke. First of all, needed something to work on it.
Yes.
I needed something. I needed a business.
Yes.
Yes. I'm a network marketer, but I needed something that works for me.
Yes.
You know. Then I went to Facebook Market. That's where I found Yakgona.
Yes.
Then I was like, what is this product? Yeah. Then I started to gather all the pictures, the before and after, It was 2021?
Yes.
February.
Yes. You even remember the date.
February. Then that's where I got pictures. Then I just compared the pictures. I was like, this look good. Then I went to search. Where can I find it?
Yes.
That's where I found Tuli.
Yes.
I found it and then that's where I called it the next morning. Then we discussed about it and I bought my first box.
Wow.
While it was still our old bottle.
Yes, the 1 liter bottle.
Bottles.
Yeah.
Then I got my 15 bottles.
Yeah.
I sold. Oh, I was working by that time.
Yeah.
I sold all the bottles.
Yeah.
In our office park.
And sorry to interrupt you, how many days did you take for your first box to be finished? So how long did it take for you to sell it?
I purchased on Monday, by Wednesday I received it.
Yeah, okay. And how long did it take for you to sell it out?
Same day because I
already, wow, guys, same day her box was sold out. You see, that's how powerful Yakgona is.
I didn't even have one to try it myself.
No, you sold it before you even tried it. One thing that is for certain about Yakgona is that you cannot buy a box and not sell even one bottle. You know, it sells itself. Really, it does. It sells itself. You don't need to really work extremely hard. Of course, finding, people to sell to is always a job on its own. But once you secure those resellers or, clients, it's much easy to just continue selling the product. So now I get your journey in terms of you finding your box and, securing yourself a distributor, buying a box and so on and so forth. So I want to find out, you obviously started as a reseller. How did you become a distributor? Because you are a distributor right now, am I correct? So how did you become a distributor? what happened for you to decide that I now want to become a distributor? This is the product for me and I want to take it to greater heights.
Okay, with my first purchase,
Yes.
I saw the product and I got good testimony from my
Your
colleagues.
clients, yes.
My first clients were my colleagues because I sell it in our office park.
Yes.
Then I said, I want this business. This is a good business. The product can work. It doesn't work for one thing, It does washing. You can do the pots. You can do the walls. You can clean everything with it. So that's what everybody needs.
Yes.
You can clean your carpet. You can everything, mattress and everything.
Yes.
So I was like, I need to buy more boxes. Then I bought more, actually. I bought 2 more. They came, they got finished as well. Then I sold at home, then it was fine. Then opportunity came. They said, our student said, if those who want to be a distributor, this is our requirements. Then I took a leap of faith.
Yes,
then
of course.
I opened my group on 21 March.
Yeah.
2021.
So basically, before you became a distributor, you sold for a month because you saw the product in February.
Yes.
And in March already there was a distributor post. Okay.
Then I sold. That's where I started recruiting people to come and said, look, this is what we have. And
yes.
The products do this and this and this and that. And they came in and we started purchasing the boxes.
Yes. And at the time you were not a distributor yet. You were just doing it to secure your client base.
Yes.
Okay.
To get a clientele base, then that's it. After, I think 2 months, that's where I got registered and got my code. Yeah.
And here you are today with a wonderful testimony. Guys, if you heard what she said she was broke. Guys, BROKE, broke. She had nothing in her pocket, She had nothing to sustain her and she decided, she took that leap of faith, bought the box, and this is where it landed her today. Now, Ruth, we've got a lot of people that want to know what Yakgona did for you. We are here saying this is a show to show how Yakgona changes lives, hence the name of the show, Changing Lives with Yakgona. How did it change your life from where you were to now? Because, guys, what you didn't know is that Ruth left her job, okay? This is yet another interesting story that I would like for her to share as to why she decided to leave her job to actually focus on our brand. So if you could tell our viewers out there, what motivated you to decide that I don't want to say good morning ma'am anymore, but I just rather want to do this for myself?
The product itself,
yes.
I think it did a good job for me because when you sell something that works,
yes,
it gives you confidence.
Wow.
To go out there and say, can I have ANC speaker and say, hey, this is what's going to be. And the product itself.
Yeah, it motivated you.
And my people wanted more and more and more.
And more of it.
Then while I was working, I was working like under pressure because I wanted to serve my team and serve Pastor.
It was not possible.
So it was not easy.
Yeah.
It was not easy. I have labels on my lap and my phone on.
You have to answer the phone. Yes.
And all that. So I thought, this is not going to work. I have to choose one.
Yes.
And I chose
Yakgona. And
is
it a decision that you would have made even in the next life, given a chance? Or do you regret having made that decision?
I don't even regret even one day.
Not even once.
I don't even dream of going back to my own time.
When you have been with Yakgona from 2021 up until now, which is 2023, and we're here celebrating 5 years, we're saying, there's a lot of people that benefited from the product. But I want to know from your side, what is it that Yakgona did for you? Be it material,
From my first year, September, I think September,
Mm-hmm.
I built my 2-bedroom with a bathroom from scratch in
Yeah.
a month
Yes.
because I saved a lot.
Yes.
You can imagine how much I spent it.
Oh my God.
I built that room, ceiling, floor tile, everything, butler doors and everything. They were in. It's money.
And that was Yakgona money.
That was Yakgona money. Painted the whole house. Painted my drawers. Bought a new gate, cash.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. And I mean, guys, I also believe she's been doing network marketing, that she said. She's a network marketer from whatever time that she's been doing network marketing. But one interesting thing is that Ruth hasn't mentioned the biggest present of them all that she actually bought with Yakgona money. And guys, you have to hear this. This is not a story, right? It's actually something that happened in her life. And I remember when she shared the story with me, she said, you know, I can't believe I actually did this. I just did this for myself. I'm obviously not going to burst her bubble, but I wanted to actually tell you guys what it is that she did with Yakgona money. And it's not a lot of people that can actually do such with money. I mean, income is something that you actually gets paid a salary. You can't afford to do certain things. You can't afford to buy certain things cash. But with Yakgona, you are in a position to free yourself from that stress of having to have accounts, paying people, borrowing mashonisas, money from mashonisas and stuff. You're just basically doing it for yourself. And we have people here who are witnesses to that. Personally, I'm also a witness to that, but that's a story for another day. Today, we're talking about Ruth, and we need to hear what it is that she did with Yakgona money. So, Ruth, once again, if you could tell me or tell the people the biggest gift that you bought for yourself when you actually celebrated your birthday.
Okay, I bought myself a car.
She bought herself a car.
Brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Cash.
Yeah.
With Yakgona money.
Yes.
For my 40th birthday. That was last year.
You hear this is what I'm talking about, guys. Ruth bought a car brand new from the box, not second hand, no, not a demo, no, but a brand new car. And Ruth, if you don't mind, I know we're not bragging here, but if you can just tell the viewers how much your car was that you actually popped out from your account into the dealer's account. That would be very interesting, actually. How much did the car cost you?
I paid like 280K.
280,000, guys. This is how much Ruth has paid for her car. Guys, we have so many things and so many testimonials that are going to come up in this show. We have people that have built their houses, people that have paid for their children's school fees. A lot of lives were changed. And we would like to celebrate these women by appreciating them as Yakgona and to actually bring their stories out there. You know, when you're making a change in your community or around you, it needs to be shown. People need to know that these are the changes that we are making as a brand. We are not just a brand that's taking money from the people, but we are a brand that's actually giving back to the community. So, guys, this is what Ruth bought herself. A car worth 280,000, and it's not always where you find somebody able to pop out 280K from her pocket to the dealer's account without owing them anything driving off with the car. Ruth, I must say, that's a huge achievement. A lot of people buy second-hand cars. A lot of people are actually battling to pay their cars. And here you are. You know, you basically managed to buy yourself a car. I also want you to take us through the process where you built a 2-room, and I believe you are in a process of building still. So I would like for you to share with our viewers, you know, your plan in terms of, you know, this is what you're up to at the moment, and, you know, how many rooms is the house going to be, and so on and so forth.
I'm still planning on that.
You haven't decided?
I haven't decided yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home, eh? So we might as well go for a double story, don't you think? Oh, guys, this has been an amazing time that I've shared with Ruth, and this was just to show and to share with a lot of you guys to say, you do not need to wake up and go and work for anybody. You can actually do it for yourself. That is a decision you have to make. I know it's not easy. You don't wake up overnight and say, hey, I want to work for myself. But think about it thoroughly. If you are able to make 280K in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, why work for it for the whole year? It's entirely up to you. The ball is in your court, and only you can make that decision. Ruth, any words of encouragement to our resellers out there, our viewers, anyone who obviously wishes to become a distributor or a reseller? What is it that you can tell them just to encourage them, so that they know that this is actually possible, it is doable?
Okay. Well, I would like to tell our resellers or resellers that wants to be distributors, is we need to work. Your why has to be big.
Yes.
You need to know why you have to do this.
Yes.
Why you need to be a distributor, why you want to sell.
Yes.
By the time you think of selling, that means you need extra income.
Yes.
So that why must never leave
your mind.
True.
True.
And you must look at your kids and say, this is my big one.
Yes.
I have to work hard for them. Everything is expensive now. You can't rely on salary. Even if you are working, you still need an extra cash, extra money.
Yes, true.
I was working when I started this. But going forward, then I noticed I need to focus.
Yes.
Because I can do better.
Yes, true.
I need to focus.
True.
That's why I decided last year, February. In February, I think it's supposed to be my birthday, February. That's why I decided to know I'm done here, then I'm taking this route.
Yes. And it's quite powerful, Ruth, that you're in actual fact sitting here and saying, I'm actually doing better now than I did when I used to work. Because, a lot of people, I think it's been drummed into our minds. We've been programmed like that as people. And I'm going to use this word, please don't get me wrong. But as Black people, we have been groomed like that. You need to go to school, you need to have a degree, and you need to work. And this is the time where we need to build an empire for our children and encourage them to rather work for themselves as opposed to working for somebody else. So I really, your testimony is really powerful. For someone to take a decision to say, I want to leave work and go and work, for themselves. It's scary, and I know at some point you were probably scared and thinking, is this really what I wanted to do, or am I making a mistake and whatnot? But, I would like to applaud you for taking that decision and for showing women out there that it is very much possible, and if you actually put your mind to it, there is nothing that you cannot do. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us, Ruth. It's been a very, very, very powerful testimony that we've actually just heard from you. A lot of people really need to hear this. We need to motivate a lot of people and continue doing what you're doing. We really appreciate you, and we are definitely still looking forward to your orders on Monday, please. Once again for joining us. We would like to thank everyone that has joined us today, including Ruth. Obviously, we are all about giving at Yakgona, and we cannot invite our guests and let them leave without a little something. Ruth, as a token of appreciation from Agatalone Chemicals, aka Yakgona, this is a little something from us. We are saying thank you for coming through, and we've got a little something for you as well here. This is for you. So yes, there's quite a lot in there. We appreciate having you here. We appreciate you being part of Yakgona, and may you continue. There's a lot of you out there who have testimonials to give. There's a lot of you out there who need this opportunity to make a difference in their life. Like I said, the ball is in your court. You make that decision. Once again, it's Musima, your girl Momo, as I am known to many. I'm out, and yes, please join us again next week for another set of Changing Lives with Yakgona. Adios.